Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Good evening and welcome to this, the celebration of Rutland High School's graduating class of 2024. My name is Greg Schillinger. I have the honor of being the principal here at Rutland High School. And before I begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize and to thank the team of people who made today's events possible. It is quite an undertaking, as you can imagine, to put on an event of this size. Rebecca Badgley, Steve Sampson, the maintenance department, and a whole team of people, too numerous to list. Thank you all for your extra efforts to make today special for the seniors and for their families. I must begin with a confession. This is not my first commencement, this ceremony that I've attended this spring. That's right, the preschool class of 2024 graduated a little bit before all of you. There is nothing quite so distinguished as a bunch of 4-year-olds in tiny little caps and gowns walking across a little wooden bridge to signify their completion of preschool. It was quite the event, very distinguished and austere. Speeches were given, tears were shed, cigars were smoked. It was a good time. As a part of that commencement, they reenacted a children's story, and as I was preparing for today's ceremony, I thought, I wonder what children's stories have to say as we send off this group of young adults into the world. Now, you will notice, to my left, we are joined by the illustrious class of 1974. Let's hear it for them. Now, in the year 1974, a children's book of poems was published. It's called Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. You may have heard of it. I know I read it to our children when they were growing up. He begins the book with a poem that he calls Invitation, which reads, "If you are a dreamer, come in. If you're a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by my fire. For we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in." When I read this poem, I was reminded of your very first day of freshman year. It was my first day as principal. When all of you were just little baby freshmen, and we welcomed you all to the high school and we said, come in. All of you dreamers and wishers and hopers and prayers, come on in and learn to do all of those things together. And you did. And you spun some wonderful tales of your own. Now, as you get ready to leave the high school, and in some cases leave the state of Vermont, I think that you'll find the same thing. Not everyone, but there are people out there waiting for you and all of your wishes and your hopes, and wanting to spin some flax golden tales with you. They too will welcome you and they will say, come in. Now, I mentioned that preschool graduation and how they reenacted a children's story. The children's story that they used was the rainbow fish. Do you know it? If you're not familiar with it, it's a popular story written by Marcus Pfister, in which the most beautiful fish in the sea gives his beautiful scales one by one to all of the other fish in the sea. And in doing so, he makes his whole school of fish more beautiful. Now, before you think that I'm going to give you some advice to go off into the world and give away your beautiful scales by sharing your gifts, I will say, know this: I am in no position to give any advice. Whatever advice I or Rutland High School had to give, we had 4 years to give it. It's a little too late for me to do so mere moments before you get your diploma. No, instead, I want you to think of that story, and I'd like to use that story to say thank you to the graduating class of 2024. Perhaps unbeknownst to you, you have been sharing your gifts already for the last 4 years at least, 8, maybe even 12. You have already made your school more beautiful, and I thank you for doing so. Now, those preschoolers who I mentioned will be members of the class, the Rutland High School class of 2038. Think about all that you have done in the last 14 years. That's what they have to look forward to between now and then, when they will be sitting in those same seats. And that reminds me, before I close, I ask that you, the class of 2024, take out your phones, mark your calendars. On Thursday, June 14th, 2074, you are invited right back here to join the graduating class for your 50-year golden diploma. It will be here before you know it. And I'd like to close with another poem by Shel Silverstein. This one is called The Bridge. And just like that little wooden bridge that those preschoolers walked across, you all will walk across this stage in just a few minutes, and that will mark the conclusion of your high school years. As Mr. Silverstein says, this bridge will only take you halfway there, to those mysterious lands that you long to see, through camps and swirling fairs and moonlit woods where unicorns run free. So come and walk a while with me and share the twisting trails and wondrous worlds I've known. But this bridge will only take you halfway there. The last few steps you'll have to take alone. Good luck, class of 2024. Congratulations for all that you have already done. We look forward to hearing even more. Without further ado, I am now pleased to introduce Mr. Bill Olson, Superintendent of Schools, for the presenting of the Golden Diplomas to the great class of 1974.
"2074, I don't think I'll be there, but I hope you have as much fun as they're having. Good evening, my name is Bill Olson. I'm the Superintendent of Rutland City Schools. Welcome everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2024 and to your families. Thanks as well to all the educators who helped you along your journey. Thank you. Right now I want to recognize another group of graduates. We found them milling around Library Ave, looking for the high school. So we grabbed a school bus, we brought them here to this ceremony, but having met them an hour ago, I suspect they are too rowdy for this stately ceremony. Times were different in 1974. So we're going to let them go in a few minutes. Rutland High School recognizes our 50-year class at each graduation. We are happy to have the class of 1974 back together in this great community that is Rutland. And we want to honor them with 50-year golden diplomas. We have a pretty large group here tonight. I wrote down 57, but I think we were up to 60-something, I think. People just kept on coming in and coming in. So somewhere around 60. More could arrive at any moment. They represent 15 states, and this has to be a record in terms of distance, all the way from Vietnam. They got good air miles on that trip. So with the help of our board chair, Kathy Solsa, allow me to present the names of the honorees from the great class of 1974. First, we have from Rochester, New York, Barbara Barber. From Rutland, Vermont, Audrey Sharrow Allaire. From Leander, Texas, Karen L. Barnes Ulrich. From Rutland, Donna Barrett. From Northfield, New Hampshire, Donald Bartenstein. From Norwich, Vermont, Bill Bender. From Rutland, Danny Gilman. From North Clarendon, Mary Christine O'Connor Bride. From Bel Air Beach, Florida, Arlene Dorothy Bruce. From West Rutland, Thomas Burdett. From Portland, Maine, Nancy Caldwell. From Rutland, David J. Kavakis Sr. From Madison, Alabama, Karen Kingsbury Christ. From Rutland, Joseph K. Chaffee. From Arlington, Virginia, George Burton Coburn, Jr. From Shrewsbury, Vermont, Richmond S. Congdon II. From Rutland, Sharon Allen Crosby. From Kaihai, Hawaii, Kathy Leonard Dressler. From Rutland, Margaret Dooley. From Holiday, Utah, Jeffrey R. Ellis. From Winchester, Virginia, Susan O'Neill Iyer. From Rutland, Deborah M. Farman. From Rutland, Deborah Fleming. From Hingham, Massachusetts, Kathy Bratter Foskett. From Chester, Vermont, Penelope Garofano. From Rutland, Raymond Generous. From Asheville, North Carolina, Nancy Grieger Holt. From Wallingford, Ann M. Jurasik. From Northfield, Mass., Melody R. Senecal Knapp. From Yarmouth, Maine, Judy Ketchum Knob. From Altona, New York, Sharon Elnicki Lamika. From Duxbury, Massachusetts, Dwayne Larson. From Deltona, Florida, Terry Erickson Lockwood. From North Clarendon, Jeffrey Charles Loso. From Pittsford, Vermont, Juliana Patrika Maneri. From Ocala, Florida, Catherine Todd Manning. From Heartland, Vermont, Peter R. McClure. From Pittsford, Thomas A. McDonald. From Waitsfield, Vermont, Scott M. Moline. From Essex, Vermont, Gerard L. Nesto. From West Rutland, Rosemarie Trombley Knott. From Rutland, John Herbert Olson. From Rutland, Larry Patrick. From Rutland, Susan Dumichelle Patrick. From Essex Junction, Dr. Earl W. Pease. From Rutland, Dolores M. Phillips. From Rutland, Donald J. Pittanello, Jr. From North Clarendon, James A. Polcaro. From Dawsonville, Georgia, Mary C. Pratt. From Ocala, Florida, Karen Louise Nutter Robinson. From East Hampton, Connecticut, Michael Rorson. From Tai Ho District, Hanoi, Vietnam, Dr. Michael Louis Rosen. From East Wallingford, Cynthia Shaw. From Mount Holly, Irene Marie Sheldon Johnson. From Hazlitt, Michigan, Harriet A. Squire. From Ludlow, Vermont, Linda Taylor. From Coates, North Carolina, Russell L. Tucker. From Rutland, Sharon Johnson Turner. From Colchester, Vermont, Neil E. Pease. And from Cavendish, Vermont, Mark Huntley. We want to thank the class of 1974 for attending and joining us this evening. We appreciate your support. And I did speak to Mr. Sampson. He's our associate principal here. He's the guy that deals with attendance. He is going to allow you an excused absence so you can head off and continue with your festivities. Thank you.
Holden Champagne, son of Kimberly and James Champagne, of Rutland City, is one of two honor speakers for the Rutland High School class of 2024. Throughout Holden's high school years, he has been a member of the Speech and Debate, Environmental, and You Matter clubs. Holden is also an accomplished musician who has participated in band and jazz ensemble during his high school years. Currently, he is the vice president of the Tri-M Music National Honor Society. As a student leader, Holden has served his classmates as a member of Student Senate and was elected by his peers as the junior/senior student representative serving on the Rutland City School Board. Holden is also an outstanding student, as is evidenced by his membership in the National Honor Society. Holden will be attending St. Michael's College in the fall and will be majoring in biology.
Thank you, Martha. American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Now I know this might seem like another boring and pointless quote by some old dude that one of our English teachers talked about, but I promise that it relates to all of us. For me, this quote is an embodiment of my high school years and a goal for my future. It is a challenge that I have accepted, and I hope you all will as well. To be yourself is to be genuine or authentic. It is the act of feeling comfortable in your own skin and remaining sure of your ideas and interests. When we are true to ourselves, we express the aspects that give us happiness and passion. We express our natural personality. For some, it's participating in various sports because you love the athleticism and drive to win, and also love to have fun and make lifelong connections. Others may find themselves expressing their interest through the many forms of art, whether it's on canvas or through song. I know that I have been able to cultivate one of my passions while in band and jazz ensemble. Thank you guys again for the amazing playing tonight. You may have found yourself passionate about a certain academic subject or topic that may have provided an answer to the all-consuming question, what do you want to be when you grow up? I definitely won't forget my AP biology class with Miss Mahar, which has inspired my intended major. Whatever it may be, we all have the things that we love and parts of ourselves that make us unique. We are all individuals with our own personalities and characteristics, and I encourage you all to not be afraid to express those aspects of yourself. For me, being myself has allowed me to be on this stage comfortably speaking with you all today. My freshman self would definitely not believe he would be giving a speech at graduation. As someone who's always been self-conscious about the way that I sound and the way I present myself to others. Growing up, I always tried to hide the pieces of myself that made me unique, because they became the center of negative discussions. My voice. Whether it was a random comment like, "Why do you sound like that?" or "Are you gay?" I found myself sheltered, reserved, invisible. Eventually, I found myself more confident with the way that I speak, and I started to be happy with myself. And now I'm here speaking with you all today. Now, it's no secret that it has been difficult to maintain a sense of self in a world that is constantly trying to make you into something else. A world that is full of different things, companies, and people, all trying to sway you in a particular direction. Social media, and other sources like it, create images of people that we are supposed to adhere to. They become individuals that we look up to. As young scholars, we have the unfortunate tendency to copy those around us and those who we idolize. We lose our sense of self in a sea of similarities. Even all of us graduates are wearing the same red cap and gown. It becomes easy to hide behind a mask, much like we did during COVID, that covers our personality. We hide the individual aspects of ourselves because we may feel insecure or fearful of social scrutiny. The very world around us is constantly trying to mold us into something that others predetermine. I encourage you all to ignore the tempting images in the media, to ignore the things that silence your individuality. Please, go against the norms and find your own voice. Uniqueness is beautiful. We cannot be a society filled with people who all do the same things and act the same way. We need young minds such as our own to be a voice of change, to bring new ideas to the table, to express creativity. As we forge ahead with individuality against societal expectations, we can experience what Emerson describes as the greatest achievement. What exactly that accomplishment is depends on you, my fellow graduates. Perhaps it will allow you to be more comfortable in the workplace or at school. Maybe it will allow you to make new friends and participate in new activities. Or maybe it's something else. But please remember that in a world that is constantly changing you, use your voice of individuality to create a brighter future full of new opportunities, because we only have one life, and it would be a waste to watch it go by while hiding behind fears. Congratulations, class of 2024, and thank you.
Speaking before us today is Annabelle Marie Mahar, daughter of Ryan and Anne Marie Mahar of Middletown Springs. She is one of our 2 honor speakers for the Rutland High School class of 2024. Throughout Annabelle's time at Rutland High School, she has taken part in several clubs, sports, and opportunities unique to RHS. She has spent multiple years participating in Model UN, Make-A-Wish Club, Mock Trial, Athletic Council, Global Citizenship, and captaining the Nordic ski team. Taking part in 2 veterinary internships, along with growing up on a farm, has prepared her to be a woman of science and animal care. Annabelle spent her senior year participating in early college at Vermont State University at Castleton, earning her first 3 semesters of college credit, along with making President's List. She graduates as a student with both the STEM and Global Studies concentrations, as well as a member of the National Honor Society. In the fall, Annabelle will study at Colorado State University's Honors College, majoring in equine science to pave the way to fulfill her dream of becoming a large animal orthopedic surgeon.
Thank you, Emily. When I was in 5th grade, I entered a speech into my town's Memorial Day contest. My competitive self decided it was patriotic to mix the text color by blue and red. Just a few weeks later, I found myself above the town green, desperately trying to make sentences out of the colorful mess of words I had on the podium. Now, after 7 more years of English classes, along with a little more self-control over the text color option on Google Docs, I'm hoping this speech goes more smoothly. So please, bear with me as I will try to keep it snappy. After all, nobody gets a diploma until I finish. Looking around this room, I see curiosity for the lives we will lead. I see courage to show up despite the hard days. And I see creativity to shape and color our futures as big and as bold as our dreams. As each of us are about to take our first steps towards the future, I would like to highlight this keynote. If you are looking to achieve greatness, keep in mind that failing and succeeding are simply part of the voyage to the next inevitable achievement and defeat. The resilience, integrity, and passion gained from the journey is what determines your story. The past 4 years have given each of our stories a great first chapter, from hours in the classroom to the most seemingly unconventional school days. We have unconsciously written the beginning of our stories. Those days we look back on, meeting each other, screaming from the bleachers, learning life in a classroom, and even running that mandatory PACER test, have taught us to be the students that Rutland schools have envisioned, the students that I see sitting in front of me. In light of today, let me bring back the past, just for a minute, then we'll get back to moving forward. Let's remember the first day together, being matched with a stranger, giving your name, your hobbies, your favorite food. Yes, the icebreakers, the most terrifying, end-of-the-world social exercise, but eventually you find yourself with a new friend and a more at-home feeling. So let's remember to never be afraid of exploring the unknown. Just jump in, and chances are you'll find exactly what you weren't expecting, yet everything you were looking for. The pep rallies, where each year, divided by class, we used our voices for power. Each year, not only having more experience screaming towards the track, we had a year's worth more of experience working together. We'd be as loud as we could, waiting for Mr. Schillinger to point towards us with his megaphone declaring our victory. So never forget to be bold. Make your voice heard, and you will experience greatness, like seeing Mr. Lortola with a pie in his face as potato sack racers jump, roll, and crawl across the turf. Yeah, that happened. Mrs. Beale taught us how to shop smart, hunt for the deals, and determine how good something really is for you. So we must remember to never settle for okay, and to keep searching until we find exactly what we desire. The PACER test, the one day of gym that everyone wants to sit out. However, the tradition of Cass, Mrs. Weld, and Mr. Belomo standing tall with a timer and clipboard in hand must go on. So we do it, we run, and a few minutes later, it's over. Life continues, and besides the sweat, it's like nothing ever happened. So don't be discouraged by hard work you didn't sign up for. Take the time to push through it, and you will leave as a stronger person with a weight off of your shoulders. As the class of 2024 moves on to individual lives, we will all continue to share this connection, a bond provided by years of learning together, grinding through the rough times and soaring through the victorious days, always knowing that this is our home for comfort when the world seems too rough, and that this is the family to send us back to our new lives stronger than ever. Rutland High School is in your roots, so push limits, climb barriers, and raise the bar. At the end of every day, the class of 2024 will always have your back. So take every opportunity, many leaps of faith, and even a few falls. After all, as Winston Churchill once said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Karen Gerelman is a meteorologist and science communicator. She graduated from Rutland High School in 2004, then earned her bachelor's degree in meteorology from Vermont State University, Linden campus. She is continuing her education at Antioch University in New Hampshire to expand her knowledge in climate resilience. Karen works as a communications strategist at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory in Colorado, navigating creative and effective approaches to communicate the lab's research and advancements in renewable energy and energy efficiency. She co-hosts the lab's podcast, Transforming Energy, helping convey greater understanding of the lab's work to a global listening audience. Prior to National Renewable Energy Laboratory, Karen worked for more than a decade as a meteorologist at television stations and digital outlets around the country, forecasting and communicating all modes of weather and natural hazards, including a multitude of extreme weather events exacerbated by climate change. Through her work at television stations and digital outlets around the country, she has covered all modes of weather from hurricanes, ice storms, wildfires, severe storms, flooding, extreme temperatures, and beyond. Throughout her career, Karen has been a strong proponent of weather education and preparedness, as well as broader earth science literacy. As an advocate for the advancement of women and girls in science, technology, engineering, and math careers, Karen engages in various activities to encourage young scientists. Please join me in welcoming the 2024 commencement speaker, Karen Gerelman.
Thank you all so, so much. And thank you, Gabby, for a wonderful introduction. What an honor to be with you here today. Sincerely, thank you. I'd like to start by thanking the Rutland High School faculty and staff, including many of my former teachers, for inviting me here today. Thank you, friends and family, whether here now or in spirit or joining online, as we come together to celebrate the graduating class of 2024. Give them one more hand here. Today is all about you and your achievements. But enough about you, let's talk about me for a second, okay? Okay, no, I'm kidding, of course. This year does mark 20 years since my own high school graduation, so I'm extremely grateful to be with you here today, truly. 20 years ago, I was in your position, proud of all I had done to get to this moment, proud of my friends who were here with me, remembering all the good times and memories spent in the classrooms, the halls, the fields, and where I spent a lot of my after-school time, the Encore Theater. I remember feeling so much excitement in this moment, but also a little hesitant and even fearful of the new and unknown, about the next chapter of life after high school. This is one next step for you, and likely one of many other turns ahead on this exciting journey we call life. As a science communicator and storyteller, I'd love to share just a little bit about my own story. So leading up to graduation to this moment, I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do, but I decided to go to college to study meteorology. I kind of wanted to be that person on TV telling you the weather. The choice felt natural because I always liked science as a kid and loved science classes, thanks to a lot of really awesome teachers that helped get me there along the way. I love the movie Twister. That was a good one. Sequel coming out this year. And on top of that, I really liked performing, which is probably why I did theater. So while it was a little scary to take that next step to college, it felt right to continue my education and blend all my interests into a career. And ultimately, it worked out. Led me to a long career as a broadcast meteorologist. So let's just address the elephant in the room for a second. Before you go cracking jokes on the weather person, let me just say, I have heard it all, okay? I've heard it all. I get paid to be wrong. I get to not get it right and keep my job. I know. Even sometimes I'm like, heck, I didn't get that right. I know. You don't have to tell me. But being a television meteorologist, yes, it can be quite fun. But it also requires a lot of hard work, education, and dedication to pursue that career path, just like any that perhaps you're going to adventure on. It took 4 years of study, heavy on math, physics, and earth science, to gain a deep understanding of how our atmosphere works in order to predict what it will do next. To share that science, it also meant learning to be a good communicator and presenter. Side note, thank you, Kathy Archer, for theater teacher, who taught me the art of improvisation and performance through countless shows. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks to many great mentors and teachers along the way, I landed my first job soon after college right here in Vermont at the Fox and ABC affiliate in Burlington. Including that role, as you heard, I would go on to spend about 11 years working as a meteorologist at local and national television stations around the country, covering nearly every type of weather or natural disaster you could think of, from snowstorms to hurricanes, wildfires, extreme temperatures, I'm feeling that, sunshine, tornadoes, you name it. Each event a learning experience and a challenge in its own way. Sometimes the challenge meant having to miss personal plans, family events, or even needing to stay at the TV station around the clock to cover the storm. True story, I once slept on a blow-up mattress under someone's desk during Hurricane Matthew coverage in South Florida. It was fun. But despite these challenges of the job, it gave me purpose and fulfillment in my early career, knowing I could make a positive impact on my community. I was invited into people's homes by way of television, sharing not just the good news of a sunny weekend forecast, but also the critical, severe weather information that could potentially save lives and property. I had that responsibility a few more times than I ever really wanted, and there is one storm here in Vermont that remains really seared in my memory. So in August 2011, there was a moment that would change me and Vermont forever. To the graduates, you might remember this one. You were probably about 5 years old. Do you remember Tropical Storm Irene? Yeah, a couple of you. I know the audience probably remembers this one. So I was here and responsible for forecasting that storm. What was perceived by many to be a weakening hurricane that would be really bad for New York City moved right up the Vermont-New Hampshire border and delivered a deluge of tropical downpours, flooding, and devastation not seen before in our lifetimes. Irene's floodwaters crumbled our roads and washed away historic covered bridges, in some areas cutting off entire communities from their surroundings. Many of our Vermont friends lost their homes, and sadly, we lost neighbors in the storm. Things that were always there and part of our everyday lives suddenly gone. Even today, the storm echoes in our memories, with some who went through Irene still fearful of the sound of rain. These are the impacts that come from natural disasters, and there are countless more events like this that have occurred and will continue to in a warming world, as science tells us. But while storms can create the very worst moments, they can also bring out the very best in people and community. Take this example. So after multiple days of storm coverage at the TV station, the storm had passed, the rain had finally ended. I just wanted to go home and see my family and help my community, which is right here in Rutland and Mendon. Mendon was one of those cut-off towns that had been shut off from access. Route 4 had completely crumbled into the floodwaters, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out by car. So when I finally did make it to Mendon, any guesses what I found? Was it Vermonters that had given up or were defeated by the storm? Absolutely not. Some of you out there, I know it. Instead, I came back to a very resilient and very much not stranded group of people who had come together, helping neighbors and pulling together chainsaws, four-wheelers. They go, hey, you got a generator? Yep, bring it over. They had built their own road through the woods out of wood chips, a pathway so anyone could get in or out, keeping critical supplies, water, food into the community. These are the kinds of stories that I see time and again through storms. Resilience in people and communities coming together in hard times. So here's my takeaway for you. Storms are inevitable, but the sunshine always returns, and there are bright spots if you look for it. As cliche as that sounds, when I say storms, of course, I'm not just talking about the real weather kind. I'm talking about hard times, talking about mental struggles, changes, uncertainty. Maybe you're in one of those storms today, and this is a hard step for you. It's okay. I want to tell you that everything will work out. There are beautiful and bright times ahead if you make the choice to see the bright spots, or better yet, be the bright spots. From here on out, you can create whatever weather and atmosphere you want for your life. I see updates from my former classmates now and all that their lives have become. The successes, the happiness, the challenges that they have overcome, all part of their own life story. Now is the time for you to embark on your journey. Soak in the moments, step away from the phone for just a minute, make the most of this time that you are given. Grads, look around right now. Just look at everyone here. Soak in the moment. We are all here rooting for you as you take this next step. A few parting words from me to you. Stay open-minded to people and possibilities. Find your community and choose to be a positive participant in it. Don't take life too seriously. It should be fun. And finally, follow what fuels you to live a life of meaning. Thank you for granting me this meaningful moment in your day of celebration. I wish you all congratulations, joy, and success in what I know will be a very bright next chapter of your lives. Congratulations.
Okay, here we go. To all of those here assembled, I hereby certify to you, with the utmost confidence and respect, that these candidates assembled before you have successfully completed the requirements for graduation from Rutland High School. They have worked hard. They have overcome many challenges to earn their diplomas that they received today. They are the product of our dedicated faculty and of their proud parents. I respectfully present to you the Rutland High School class of 2024.
Congratulations, class of 2024. You did it. Well done. On behalf of the Rutland City School Board, we want to thank your families, your teachers, and all of the staff at RHS. And we want you to know that we are very proud of each of you. As you go forward, remember success is not just about achievements, but about the journey and the moments that shape us. Take some risks, try not to worry too much, and stay true to yourselves. The future is yours.
Ready? Here we go. What's that? Gabrielle Michael Blair. Holden Frederick Champagne. Martha Krishanthi Cotter. Emily Paige Hawkins. Annabelle Marie Mahar. Haley Matilda Alcorn. Rihanna Elizabeth Alger. Ronnie Allen. Alejandro F. Anderson. Samuel William Arnold. Jasmine Rose Ashley Selleck. Gabriel Nicholas Austin. Emma Rose Barclay. Brendan Lee Barrett. Jack Lincoln Beach. Miranda B. Bertrand. Maisie Marie Bissett. Ryan A. Bolger. Erica Nicole Briere. Joseph Allen Brothers. Nevaeh M. Brown. Ava Marie Bryan. Sophia Grace Bonadonna. Bradley Stephen Burton. Shane Bushy. Carver Sutton Butler. Dietrich Kaler. Austin Theodore Canales. James Capon. Toby Cassiano. Benjamin Ryan Soretta. Colin Chamberlain. Tanner A. Shufo. Skylar Coburn. Jaden LaRon Cole. Loretta Cooley. Emma Noel Cosgrove. Jacob Alexander Coutant. Josiah John Crossman. Sarah Jane Crossman. Chase Levi DeCastro. Trevor Lee Doan. Jagger Robin Douglas. Jacob Joseph Downs. Yamir Zalai Downs. Olivia May Eaton. Jayla Jasmine Uger. Jasmine Jane Evans. Lena Ann Flanders. Brianna Rose Flood. Lucy Frances Flood. Skylar Joseph Forrest. You did it. Alexia Marie Frazier. William Michael Fuller. Charles Augustus Gallagher, Jr. Anna Charlotte Gallipo. Cameron Aaliyah Gilbert. Trent Charles Guile. Tom Goldberg. Aiden Patrick Good. Keegan Greeley. Jacob Robert Gaidas. Colleen Neva Hadley. Raina Marie Hanlon. Caitlin Elizabeth Hayward. Lucas Eli Henderson. Calvin Benjamin Herrick. Molly Lynn Hickey. Arlena Eileen Holland. Clara Cordelia Hopkins. McKenna Jaden Houston. Riley Jordan Hughes. Micaiah Lynn Jackson. Jacob Michael Keogh. Addison Grace Kinsman. Karina Pilar Kuehl. Caden Timothy Lambert. Paige Elizabeth Lapointe. Rory Addison Landry. Michelle Lynn. Bella Grace Looney. Anders P. Lokes. Emma Cheryl Lunna. Matthew Scott McGill. Ilya Makiev. Congratulations. Emma Rose Mangan. Sarah Jean Martin. Aiden James McCaffrey. Caroline McCormick. Reese Robinson McCullough. Hagan McDermott. Jamali Anthony McKenzie. Austin W. McLaughlin. Ryan Andrew McNeil. Ivan Mokayev. Gabriel James Moore. Olivia Mae Morris. Sean Ryan Morton. Cecilia Ann Rutledge Murray. Logan Orion Namias. Aaron Newton. Natalie Grace Neiman. Jordan Josephine Nichols. Claudia Lorraine O'Connor. Marcy Lynn Paris. Cecilia K. Parker. Hanil Patel. Ria Hitishbai Patel. Arika Landon Kapala Patordi. Leo Pond. Sawyer Philip Rainey. Matthew Allen Reveal, Jr. Julia Grace Reynolds. Cameron Timothy Ryder. Joseph Edward Riley. Gage Schoengarth. Michael Thomas Silverman. Alora Smith. Gemma Elizabeth Snook. Ryan Joseph Solari. Amaya Grace Spalding. Taylor Jade St. Amour. Hazen Robert Stannard. Emily Mayanne Steele. Caleb Nathan Tagg. Kayla Lynn Stevens. Elizabeth Marie Studley. Emily Sunderland. Marco Svorin. Caden Antonio Silvia. Xavier Alexis Sidlowski. Mary Lee Tatro. Margot Grace Thompson. Josenwell Torres Alamar. Nice job. Grace Tronstrom. Lila Marie Tu. Ember Arlen Rowe Vest. Leandra Ann Maureen Vincent. Mariah Warner. Elena Leanne Webster. Tiana Ray Webster. Caden Nicholas Wilder. Carly Anissa Jane Wood. Brett Michael Woodard. Charles Joseph Woods III. Daniel Lee Wright III. Lawrence David Young III. Stanley Young. Colin Ewell. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduated class of 2024. I would ask everyone to please remain standing or please stand for the playing of the alma mater. Who's doing the tassels?
Class of 2024, you may now turn your tassels from the right to the left.